A 2022 Ram 1500 rolled into the shop last month with 28,000 miles on it. The 8-speed was shifting hard, hunting between gears, jolting the owner on every downshift. The dealer quoted him $170 for a transmission, quick learn, and said they would need the truck for a day and a half. The whole job takes 15 seconds. You sit in the driver's seat, hold the gas pedal down, and turn the key off. But that is not the only reset they are overcharging for. There are 10 of these hiding in your Ram right now, and dealers are happily billing $50 to $250 for each one. Let us start with the easy ones and work our way up. Number 10, the oil life monitor reset. You change your own oil, you're proud of yourself. And then that amber oil change required message is staring at you from the dashboard every morning. Here's how to kill it. On 4th generation trucks, the 2009 through 2018 models, turn your key to the run position without cranking the engine. Then slowly press the gas pedal all the way to the floor 3 times within 10 seconds. Turn the key off, and when you start the truck again, the message should be gone. On newer 5th generation trucks, push the start button twice without touching the brake so you are in run mode. Use the down arrow on your steering wheel to scroll to vehicle info, then find oil life and press and hold the OK button until it resets to 100%. Free, and it takes about 10 seconds. It should never show up on a service invoice. But compared to what's coming next, this one's a warm-up. Number 9, the power window reset. This one genuinely made me angry when I heard about it. A Ram owner on a forum posted that his automatic window feature stopped working after a battery swap. The window still went up and down manually, but the one-touch auto feature quit. He took it to the dealer and they charged him $250. He said, "I wish I checked this board first." $250 for holding a button down. Here is the actual fix. Roll the window all the way down and keep holding the down switch for 2 extra seconds after it hits the bottom. Then roll it all the way back up and hold the up switch for 2 more seconds after it seals shut. Do that for each window and the auto feature comes right back. This happens every time you disconnect the battery or get a jump start. The truck just needs to relearn where the top and bottom of each window are. It takes about 60 seconds for all 4 windows. Some mechanics will gladly let you believe it is a real repair. Now that $250 window scam is bad, but at least that owner chose to go in. This next one, the dealer does not even wait for you to ask. Number 8, the TPMS relearn, and this one is almost funny because the service manager did not even try to hide it. A guy on one of the Ram forums walked into the service department after swapping his winter tires. The TPMS light was glowing on the dashboard. The service manager looked at him and said he could do it for him for $45. The owner asked if $45 was for about a minute's worth of time. The manager straight up told him, yes, he would charge for a half hour of work. At least he was honest about it. Here is what your tire shop probably has not told you. Rams across the lineup use auto-learning TPMS sensors. There is no physical reset button, despite what a dozen internet articles will tell you. All you need to do is make sure your tires are inflated to the pressure on your door jamb sticker, then drive above 25 miles per hour for 15 to 20 minutes. The truck figures out the sensor positions on its own. If the light still does not clear, disconnect your negative battery cable for 30 minutes, hook it back up, and drive another 15 miles. But here is where the money really starts adding up, because the next trick involves a service they love tacking onto routine maintenance. Number 7, the throttle body relearn. Cleaning your throttle body on a Hemi takes about 30 minutes with a rag and some brake cleaner. It is a straightforward job, and there are walkthroughs all over the place. But when you take it to the dealer, they will charge anywhere from $89 to $200 for the cleaning, and then tack on additional labor for the relearn procedure. One Ram owner was quoted $134 just for the relearn labor. His question back to the service writer was, "What exactly are they doing in the hour they have my truck?" Fair question. Here is the answer. They are doing this. With the engine off, switch your ignition to on. Wait for the dash lights to go out. Slowly press the gas pedal all the way to the floor, then slowly release it. Turn the key off. After that, start the truck and let it idle for 3 minutes without touching anything. Shut it off, wait a minute, then let it idle for another 3 minutes. Drive 5 to 10 miles with some variation in speed, and the throttle body fully adapts. $0. But this next one is sneaky, because they do not even tell you they are adding it to the bill. Number 6, the steering angle sensor calibration. You go in for a routine alignment on your Ram expecting to pay $80 or $90. When you look at the invoice afterward, you find an extra line item for steering angle sensor calibration, $40 to $130, on top of the alignment itself. On the 4th generation Rams, you can reset this yourself. Start the engine, turn the steering wheel all the way to the left and hold it there for about 2 seconds. Then turn it all the way to the right and hold for 2 seconds. Bring the wheel back to center. Do that 3 full times. Turn the truck off, wait 10 seconds, and restart. If you skip this after getting an alignment, you might see traction control lights, stability control warnings, ABS warnings, or your cruise control randomly disabling itself. So the calibration does matter. But it takes 2 minutes and it does not cost $130. Now everything we have covered so far is frustrating, but this next one, number 5, is the whole reason you clicked on this video, and honestly, it is the one that should make you the angriest. Number 5, the transmission adaptive memory reset, the $0 trick in the title. When your Ram's 8-speed automatic starts acting up, and if you've owned one long enough, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You're cruising down the highway and the gear indicator on the dashboard keeps jumping between 6 and 8 for no reason. Or you slow down for a red light and feel that hard jolt through the steering column on the downshift. That is rough shifting. The dealer's first recommendation is a transmission quick learn. They will tell you they need specialized equipment. They will quote you between $100 and $170. Some dealers will actually hold your truck for an entire day. Here is the procedure. Sit in your driver's seat, turn the ignition to on without starting the engine, and wait about 3 seconds for your dash lights to cycle off. Slowly press the gas pedal all the way to the floor. Hold it there for 10 seconds. Slowly release it. Turn the key off and wait 10 seconds. Start the truck. That is the $170 service. 15 seconds of holding a gas pedal in the cab of your own truck. One thing to know, this resets learned shift timing and throttle response, but it does not reset CVI values, the clutch volume measurements stored in permanent memory. If your shifts are still rough after the key dance, an app called Alpha OBD paired with an OBD adapter can do a full dealer-level reset from your phone for a fraction of the cost. But for the vast majority of rough shifting complaints on Rams, the free key dance takes care of it. $0, 15 seconds, and you never leave your driveway. If you're finding this helpful, hit subscribe. We cover Ram maintenance tips like this every week, so you stop overpaying and start handling this stuff yourself. Now, the next few are different. These are hidden features baked into your truck that almost nobody talks about. Number 4, the hidden diagnostic mode built into your instrument cluster. This is one of my favorites. Your Ram has a factory self-test buried in the gauge cluster that can light up every warning indicator on the dash like a Christmas tree and display trouble codes right on the screen. The same mode the dealer tech pulls up before telling you the diagnostic scan will be $150. On the 4th generation trucks, here is how to get in. With the ignition completely off, press and hold the trip reset button on your odometer. While you are holding it down, turn the key to the on position without starting the engine. Keep holding that button until you see the letters CHEC appear on the display. It usually takes about 5 to 10 seconds. Once it kicks in, the gauge needles sweep through their calibration points. Every warning light illuminates, and if there is a stored code, it appears as a 3-digit number. On the 5th generation trucks with the 7-inch cluster, turn the ignition off, press and hold the down arrow on the steering wheel controls, then turn to the accessory position. The cluster runs the self-test on its own. This will not fix anything by itself. But knowing what the codes say before walking into the dealer puts you in a completely different position. That said, sometimes the problem is not a specific code. Sometimes the whole truck just feels off. And that is where this next one comes in. Number 3, the PCM battery disconnect reset. Your truck's powertrain control module, the PCM, learns how you drive over time. It adjusts fuel trims, idle speed, shift points, and throttle response. Sometimes those learned values go stale, especially after you install a cold air intake or clean the throttle body. The truck feels sluggish because the computer is running on old assumptions. The dealer calls this a computer reprogram and charges $100 to $200. Here is what that actually involves. Pop the hood and disconnect both battery cables, negative first. Briefly touch the positive cable to the negative terminal to drain the capacitors. Wait at least 30 minutes, then reconnect positive first, followed by negative. Let the truck idle for about 5 minutes after you restart it, then drive normally for 50 to 100 miles. Everything adapts back with fresh data. You will feel the difference within a few drives. One important thing, do not do this right before an emissions test. Clearing the PCM wipes your readiness monitors, and it takes a few hundred miles of driving to complete the full drive cycle again. And if you drive a diesel Ram, these last two are specifically for you, starting with a $900 service you can do yourself. Number 2, the Perform Service Reset on diesel trucks. At 67,500 miles on the 2007 through 2018 diesel Rams, or 75,000 miles on the newer ones, a message pops up on your driver information display that says Perform Service. This is for the crankcase ventilation filter, also called the CCV filter, and the EGR cooler cleaning. One owner called his dealership and was told the whole service would run about $900 and they would need his truck for 3 days. The CCV filter itself is a $50 part. You can swap out in your own driveway with basic hand tools. The EGR cleaning is straightforward with a decent walkthrough, but after you do the work yourself, that Perform Service message is still sitting right there on the dash, staring at you every time you start the truck. Here is the reset. Key to on, engine off. Press and release the brake pedal 2 times, then slowly press the gas pedal all the way to the floor 2 times within 10 seconds. Turn the ignition off. It can be a little finicky with the timing, so you might need 4 or 5 attempts before it takes. But when it clears, that $900 dealer visit and 3 days without your truck just disappeared. Number 1, and this is the big one, the reset that could save you more money than everything else on this list combined. The DF system reset. DF stands for diesel exhaust fluid, and it is part of the emission system on every diesel Ram from 2013 onward. When the system throws a warning, the countdown begins. First, you get a message on the dash telling you to refill DF. Then the warnings get more aggressive. If you ignore them long enough, your truck goes into limp mode and you are crawling down the highway shoulder at 5 miles per hour while semi-trucks blow past you. Here is where it gets ugly. DEF system repairs out of warranty have been quoted anywhere from $5,000 to over $9,000. DF pumps, injectors, control modules. Some owners have seen quotes that were almost half what they paid for the truck. A lot of the time, the warnings come from a sensor glitch, a bad batch of fluid, or a software hiccup, not actual hardware failure. Before you hand over thousands, try this reset first. Disconnect both batteries on the truck. Touch the cables together for 20 to 30 seconds to drain the capacitors completely. Wait 15 to 30 minutes, then reconnect. After that, you may need to cycle the key on and off repeatedly, as many as 40 times in some cases, to fully clear the fault. It is tedious, but it beats a $5,000 check. If the battery method does not work, make sure your DF tank is between 1/4 and 3/4 full. Pour in 1 gallon of fresh certified DF fluid and drive at highway speeds for 15 minutes. The system needs highway temperature and speed to run its quality test. One rule that prevents most phantom DF warnings: only buy certified fluid from Mopar or Peak Blue Def and check the date code on the jug. DF goes bad after about 2 years. Old fluid or off-brand stuff is the #1 cause of false warnings. This will not fix a genuinely failed DEF pump or injector. It does clear the software side, and that is where most of these warnings actually come from. Try the reset before agreeing to a $5,000 repair. Those are 10 resets your Ram can do for free that dealers have been quietly billing you for. One more thing, if you want to go even further, look into Alpha OBD with an OBD link adapter. For about $200 one time, it gives you access to roughly 90% of what the dealer's diagnostic equipment does. It handles transmission resets, tire pressure monitoring system programming, diesel exhaust fluid resets, and codes from every module. It pays for itself the first time you use it. Save this video for next time a warning light shows up or the transmission starts acting up. And if you want more tips that keep your Ram running right without emptying your wallet, click the video on screen right now.